Welcome to Global Bible Reading. The Book of Joshua. Joshua chapter 2. Joshua son of Nun, and all the people came at Acacia. Joshua went out to spies. No one knew that Joshua sent out these men. Joshua said to the men, "Go and look at the land, especially the city of Jericho." So the men went to the city of Jericho. They went to the house of a prostitute and stayed there. This woman's name was Rahab. Someone told the king of Jericho, "Last night some men from Israel came to look for weaknesses in our country." So the king of Jericho sent this message to Rahab, "Don't hide those men that came and stay in your house. Bring them out. They have come to spy on our country." The women had hidden the two men, but the women said, "Those two men did come here, but I did not know where they came from." In the evening, when it was time to close the city gate, the man left. "I don't know where they went, but if you go quickly, maybe you can catch them." Rahab said those things, but really she had taken the men up to the roof, and she was hiding them in the hay she had piled up there. So the king's men went out of the city, and the people closed the city gates. The king's men went to look for the two men from Israel. They went to the Jordan River and looked at all the places where people crossed the river. The two men were ready to sleep for the night, but Rahab went to the roof and talked to them. Rahab said, "I know that the Lord has given this land to your people. You frighten us. All the people living in this country are afraid of you. We are afraid because we have heard about the ways that the Lord helped you. We heard that He dried the water of the Red Sea when you came out of Egypt. We also heard that you did to the two Amorite kings, Sihon and Og. We heard how you destroyed those kings living east of the Jordan River. We heard about those things, and we become very afraid. And now none of our men are brave enough to fight you." Why? Because the Lord your God rules the heavens above and the earth below. So now I want you to make a promise to me. I was kind to you and helped you. So promise before the Lord that you will be kind to my family. Please tell me that you will do this. Tell me that you will allow my family to leave my father, mother, brothers, sisters, and all of their families. Promise that you will save us from death." The men agreed. They said, "We will trade our lives for yours. Don't tell anyone what we are doing. Then when the Lord gives us our land, we will be kind to you. You can trust us." The woman's house was built into the city wall. It was part of the wall. So the women used a rope to let the men down through a window. Then the women said to them, "Go west into the hills, so the king's men will not accidentally find you. Hide there for 3 days. After the king's men come back, you can go on your way. The man said to her, We made a promise to you, but you must do one thing, or we will not be responsible for our promise. You are using this red robe to help us escape. We will come back to this land. At that time, you must tie this red robe in your window. You must bring your father, your mother, your brothers, and all your family into your house with you. We will protect every person who stays in this house. If anyone in your house is hurt, then we will be responsible. But if any person goes out of your house, then that person might be killed. We will not be responsible for that person. It will be his own fault. We are making this agreement with you, but if you tell anyone about what we are doing, then we are free from this agreement. The women answer, I will do exactly what you say. The women said goodbye, and the man left her house. Then the women tied the red robe in the window. The man left her house and went into the hills. They stayed there for 3 days. The king's men looked all along the road. After 3 days, the king's men gave up and went back to the city. Then the two men went back to Joshua. The men left the hills and crossed the river. They went to Joshua son of Nun. They told Joshua everything that they had learned. They said to Joshua, The Lord really has given us all of the land. All of the people in that country are afraid of us.